Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully you're all having a good one, and welcome back. Welcome back. Hello, Twitch. Hello, YouTube. We are back again. All right, how's it going? Brow, tonight on Babbling Bike, will the internet work? Will the brains be smooth? Find out on this episode. We figured it out yesterday, Brow, or we think it's two different things. I disabled both of them, and it worked. I'm not willing to, like, not yet anyway, I'm not willing to enable one to see if it was causing the issue. Let me look. Yeah, no drop frames. I was getting a ton of drop frames. Yeah, so Brow, it's two different things. I reinstalled OBS, and I noticed there was an option that I wasn't seeing before, but I was like looking extra hard this time. They had enabled a beta mode of I can stream on my phone and then flawlessly switch it to my desktop. I don't stream on my phone. So I disabled that, but also I noticed it was saying Invenc, the codec, was new, where you can stream with your GPU, which is what I normally use, and it's worked fine in the past, but I've never noticed it saying it was new. So I streamed with my CPU yesterday, no issues. I'm streaming my CPU again. I would like to stream with my GPU, but at the same time, my computer is pretty beefy, right? We're streaming with the CPU. I got a 12-core CPU. Like right now, we're not even using a quarter of it. We're using slightly more than a quarter for everything, for streaming, for last Epoch. I'm sure the CPU usage will jump up once we're actually playing, but I can stream with it just fine. But at the same time, I didn't get a 4080 Super to stream with my CPU. You know what I'm saying? Now, for last Epoch, it doesn't matter. But if I want to do something like stream Battlefield 6 again, probably not. But if I wanted to do that, I would like to stream my GPU. So at some point, we're going to have to try streaming with the GPU again and see if we just get a bunch of drop frames. What I'm waiting for is new drivers for the NVIDIA to come on. How am I liking Arc Raiders? I like it a lot. I didn't think I was going to like it, bro. To be honest, I didn't think I was going to like it. The third person I found to be kind of a turnoff, but it works for that game. It works for that game. Yeah, it works for that game. I can't explain it. You know, I'm a big first person guy, but for Arc Raiders, the third person works. Yeah, it works just fine. Yeah. I had you sending me messages that you liked it. I saw a couple streams and I'm like, I gotta try this. For $40, I gotta try it. And I liked it so much, I upgraded it to the deluxe edition. So, all right. So yesterday, after we fixed what was going on with the stream, we punched this build up. We punched this build up to 950. It's still holding pretty strong. Lots of people dismissing FPR. I mean, I'm guessing dismissing for the third person. Yeah, like I didn't think I was gonna like it because of the third person, because like I like Hunt Showdown, which is first person. Now at the same time, I do like Fortnite. I don't play it a lot much anymore, but I do like Fortnite, and that's third person. So I like Gears of War, and that's third person. So It works. It works, man. Yes, 4. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, like I will admit I was one of the people who dismissed the game because of the third person, but you know, I had you telling me it was good. I saw some streams. Other people who were skeptical but decided to give it a try because they're content creators and it's a new hot game. They did a good enough job for the Tarkov feel without the pain. Yeah, I've never played Tarkov. And from what I've heard, Tarkov's like a second job. And honestly, the only game right now that I would pick up that would be like a second job might be like Path of Exile. If I was going to invest my time into a game that could feel like a second job. That's I don't know if that's fair to Path of Exile. I don't think Path of Exile is a second job. But from what I heard, Tarkov really feels like a second job. To remain competitive in Tarkov, it's a job. Right, yeah. No, like, and I think they really did the free loadout very... You fall behind crazy fast. Yeah, true. Well, I mean, I haven't played Tarkov, but I'm taking your word for it. Yeah, it's the free loadout. They actually did that one right. Like, because I've played like free kits on Hunt Showdown, and honestly, the free kits on Hunt Showdown are not too bad, but it definitely feels like you're at a disadvantage. I will admit, the free loadouts on Ark, you are at a little bit of a disadvantage, but the fact that if you extracted the free loadout, then you could turn in the augment for an actual augment, which would give you a save pocket. Like they do it really well, and the free loadouts aren't too bad. And I think on top of it, one thing about Ark Raiders. Yeah, I think one thing about Ark Raiders that they do well is the intention is to get loot, not necessarily go in there and start shooting everything in sight. Even if you went in there with like a decent kit, you're not just going to be trying to shoot everything you see, right? And I feel like the free loadout actually kind of helps you learn that mechanic. Like if you go in there guns blazing constantly, you're probably not getting out. And I don't mean just the players. Like the Ark are a massive threat, and you can't just be shooting at them constantly, unless you got like a high tier kit. But even then you don't want to do that because PvP could be a thing. Yeah, exactly. Now I think what Ark Raiders could do. And this isn't my idea, but you know what Ark Raiders could do is maybe have like an aspirational PvE mode, like maybe not quite like a World of Warcraft raid, but something of that regard where you're not going to have the human threat, but the Ark threat is insane, and you're working with other players, but. I don't know, like that could be cool. Give you something to loot for it, right? And then you'd be splitting the player base if you do that. But I think it would have to be like when I say aspirational, I mean the only people going into this would be like the equivalent of doing. Maybe not Uber Aberoth in last Epoch, but like if there was a boss between regular Aberoth and Uber Aberoth, that's what you're going for. Again, you might risk splitting the player base, and I think a strictly PvE mode after playing Ark Raiders would just not be that interesting. As somebody who is a big PvE guy. Right, I really do like PvE, but I think like a strictly PvE mode would not be that interesting. I could see it as like an introduction. Well, maybe they have like a starter area where you can like learn the game. Yeah, and as people get more loot, as people stockpile more loot, and they'll go in with better kits, right? But you're still gonna have the arc that are a threat, right? You're gonna still have the arc. I don't think you're gonna get just, you know, sweaty lobbies. Thought it was really boring. Yeah, because the mechanics are good, but right now I feel like the PvE offering is a little light. Like they're a threat, don't get me wrong, and they have like good mechanics there, but the offering, in my opinion, I think is a little light right now to just be a strictly PvE mode. And then, you know, splitting the player base, and then if you had like, and then if you put like a lot of, if you put, yeah, exactly, Rocketeers are a bad day. Like literally like 2 days ago, I was playing with my buddy, and there was a Rocketeer sitting on top of one of the extraction points, and there was all these Randys trying to extract. Rocketeer was just like literally lighting, like I see 3 or 4 Raider flares going off at the extract. Like you could feel the tension. These people who are just trying to get out of there, and this Rocketeer is just screwing them all up. And so then my buddy and I kind of sneak in, and like this freaking little snitch. This freaking little snitch goes flying by and sees me, but not my buddy. Rocketeer immediately lights me up. I roll out the way, and I, you know, like, let's say this is the third person mode. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but, you know, let's say my character's right there. I roll, but I roll into a wall, not seeing it. My shoulder clips a wall, and so it stops my movement, and I get lasered. And like, so I'm down, and then it begins to fly off. My buddy activates the zone, and it was on, was it Blue Mountain? I think Blue Gate. It was on Blue Gate, so you know where they have the shafts. So he's like, "Can you crawl?" And I was like, "Yeah, I could crawl." So the shaft opens up on Blue Gate. He jumps down there. I crawl over and then just fall into the pit, so to speak. And then he picks me back up. And then while we're in there, we see there's like 3 bodies on the ground. So we just start looting, and then 2 guys start running up, and the Rocketeers following them. And they're like, hold the gate. We're like, come on, get in. And they jump down, and then they like look at the guys on the ground. They look at us. We're like, it wasn't us. I swear, man. We're friendly. We didn't kill him. And they were like, it was him, right? It was the Rocketeer. We're like, yeah. And then another guy was running up, and he was like, hold up, let me in. I got a buddy. I'm like, you got 3 seconds, because that's what was literally left on the timer, because it has a 2-minute timer, right? And he's like, F you, man, right as... I guess he thought I was sitting on the control panel closing it. I wasn't. It was literally, there's nothing that could be done. It was 3 minutes left. That was just a funny moment. I ran in and saved a guy who got knocked out by a Rocketeer. The game has great moments, and I think it has great moments because it has tension, right? The procs chat is god level, right? It has god level procs chat. Like even directional, like you can kind of gauge a distance of how far away they are with procs chat and where they are. You know, you can't just be like, oh, I'm now within, 50 meters. And then all of a sudden your voice is just as loud as my voice is now, right? It's not like it's just there like an omnipresent, like, is that you, God? Type voice. It's like you could tell the direction and how far away they are. It's not perfect, obviously, because you're third person, but you have a feel for how far away they are, and like the direction of where they are, and as you're getting closer, their voice gets louder. I think it's just they do it really well, And oh man, dude, we had another moment. Oh, bro, like we're on a different map. It's the map with. It's the map where the barriers lower. Not the map. I know there's a couple of them, but it's like one of the elevators, right? So, ooh, nice. So it's got the barriers slowly lower as the elevator gets closer. And so there was these two guys who activated it, and so we come running up. And we're like, hey, friendly. I even put away my gun, and there's like two guys like standing there, and they got their guns pointed. And I like move off to the side, and my other buddy comes up, and he's got his gun out, and they were like, drop your gun, drop your weapon. And he's like, hey man, we're all just trying to extract together, like. And they start moving closer, like, you got to drop your gun, bud. And he's like, how about you drop your gun? He's like, no, you got to drop your gun. How about, and then you could feel the tension, and then the shooting starts, right? The shooting starts, and I think they forgot I was there, or they didn't realize I was there, because they start shooting at my buddy, and my buddy starts shooting back. He actually drops one, and then one guy drops on my buddy. Then I start shooting. Dude hits me. I use a shield recharge. He ducks behind a wall, and his dumbass, since they started shooting first, the ARC came over and saw him. So the ARC's shooting at him. I roll around the corner, pop, 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 pop. And he's laying out, and I take him out, and during this time, they killed my buddy. There's no going back. There's no coming back. Like, not only did they down him, they shot him. He's on the ground. He's out. And so these two guys are on the ground, and they're like shouting at me, like, you suck, or something. I can't hear them. I hear other players coming. I got ARC overhead. I can't run out there and grab my buddy's stuff. So as I'm like lowering the elevator, I just look at the guy on the ground. I'm like, get. I dropped the F-bomb on him. And then that's right as I hit the button. And I extracted as they're like bleeding out on the ground. It was hilarious. We got jumped the other day, and we managed to disengage, but they chased us down, and we won the fight. Everyone was out of meds and almost out of ammo. After we looted them, 3 guys rolled up. We told them we were friendly, and the guys jumped us, and the guys jumped you, and they let you go. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Arc is an amazing game. Okay, enough Arc talk. It's kind of hard to talk about Last Epoch when you got a gem like Arc Raiders going on, but try and keep it on point. This build rocks. You can extract one down. Yeah, but my buddy was not only down, but like he was gone. They not only downed him, but they also shot him. Like, no coming back. Like, no defib, nothing. Like, they zeroed in on him. They thirsted is, I think, the correct terminology. I mean, I guess they potentially could have crawled on the elevator. If they did that, I would have shot him. I would have shot him if they did that. Yeah. I think I've extracted like once or twice while I was down. That was kind of funny. How you can crawl to the button. What's good, everybody? Welcome on in. I think we fixed the streaming issues we were having. So we fixed them yesterday, but when we went live at first, we were getting a bunch of drop frames. It looks like everything's back up and running right now. Yeah. I even know, but I don't know about you, but the new employee over at EHG ARPGPT is doing great things. And greetings and salutations. Hey, what's good, man? What's good, Air Dragon? Hey, Air Dragon, what do you think of Ball Pit? I know, I said let's bring it back to last Epoch, and here I'm like, hey, Ball Pit though. It looks pretty fun, man. $50 hours later, no regrets. Understood. Oh well. Let's. Yeah, I guess we can go out this way. I need some favor because I need. I mean, I got 90,000 favor. That's something, but I need some favor because I want to upgrade some of this stuff. Air Dragon, have you played I think I might have asked you this already. Never mind. I was gonna ask if you played Arc Raiders. Negative. Okay. Quit giving me Rune of Weaving. Give me something good. Right. I feel like this section in the tombs is always like this almost throne room that they got in here is always where you find the greatest bunch of enemies. Holy moly. Many a time I have died. Many a time I have died in this room. So I think the first upgrade I want to do is I want to get T7 Smite onto a not Smite, Judgment. I want to get T7 Judgment onto a Twisted Heart. All right. Let's do a nice little false temple. Should we? Yeah, let's drop a turtle. So we got turtles. Definitely don't want that one. Chance to electrify? No. No. All right. Oh yeah, I got to interact with it. I guess it doesn't really matter. All right, let's see. We get anything good? This one I will keep. I'll keep this one. Good rolls. Oh, look at that, chat. Nice. Okay. All right, let's take it with us. Let's go. Yeah, my Nemesis tab's starting to look a little light over here, chat. Okay, yeah, just gotta make our way over there. Making my way downtown. Give me all that favor. Please. I'm favor impoverished. You're now on Arc waiting for your buddy? Yeah, I'm going to be playing tonight. Tomorrow, I don't have to go in until 10 a.m. Pacific, so... Though, I am going to be working late, so as an aside, I will not be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately. I won't be getting home until... I don't know, hour and a half after I normally start streaming. So, I'm going to... Not going to be streaming tomorrow, but yeah, I could stay up a little bit tonight and play some Arc. Or whatever. I think on Hunt Showdown the challenge is reset, so might get some of that in. Plus, I still like me some Battlefield. Comfortable. Oh man, those two always give me so much trouble on a lot of builds. That was super comfortable. 950 corruption. I was able to face tank it. And I don't even have like best in slot gear. Like that was comfortable. Now I have good gear in some slots because of other builds. Right? Like 2 LP Eye of Rain. Now, obviously, I would prefer Chance to Ignite or Spell Damage or something like that. But just getting an Eye of Rain with 196% chance to Ignite on melee hit with 53% melee attack speed, very nice. These are not the best rolls, but like 3 LP Sunwreaths. I got a bunch of these 3 LP Sunwreaths, so I'm not worried about... Yeah, obviously, this is not a fantastic slam for a 3LP. Raye's light. We missed the block effectiveness slam. I got to get a better shield. I actually do have a 3LP Raye's light, so I would like to have a good slam for that. For me, it would be block chance, block effectiveness, reduce damage taken on block. I suppose Majasa's shield is still on the menu. It's just a lot of what we use for this build, Raye's Light covers. Plus, I don't really do builds with Raye's Light that much, so it's kind of cool. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, Disco Inferno. Burn, baby, burn. The thing with Arc and games like that, I get pulled away from the computer constantly. It's hard not to die when doing that. Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean. Essentially, you like having the ability to pause, or the loop has to be extremely short. Right, yeah. The loop has to be extremely short. Like, take, for instance, last Epoch, where, well, if you're playing offline, you get the pause feature, but doing a mono is like, what, 2 minutes? If that. Now, I've played some matches of Arc where load in, go around, loot some good stuff. Before you know it, I got a full bag. I extract, it's been 5 minutes. That's not going to be every game, but I have had that. Yeah, but I 100% feel the pain of constantly having to, you know, get up, go do something. Oh, we need to go do this, honey. Yes, dear. I thought I put something in here. Mobby. Where you can lose your stuff. Yeah. Well, especially it's the at a moment's notice part, right? Like when you go into a game like that, you feel like you're putting a time limit on yourself, and we're not talking the game time limit. Had to save the kids from a bear. I guess my art character's dead now. He's dead now. He just doesn't know it. I think I want to respec healing hands. Okay, so yes. Okay, let's think about this. Losing some healing effectiveness would not be ideal. But I want the melee hit. I think the melee hit's what's going to make this work. Mana cost is 2. Alright. Even with this? Because I need 2, I need 4 points. Yeah, not ideal. I'm also missing the turn undead node. But I think Seraph Blade needs to be a melee attack. Because I just realized I have so much chance to ignite on melee hit. All of this chance to ignite, Healing Hands is not applying. Right? I think we're going to get a nice boost in our ignite chance with that. So I got to go for it. What is this? Oh, unclaimed? Okay, well, let's run this. I wonder if the play is to run a T7. The play might be run T7 Healing Hands in our helmet slot. Cost 2 mana. I don't like that. Oh, no. It'll be fine. Hold up. It'll be fine in a second. Cuz it's not a melee skill yet. Oh. I'm not going to say we doubled our DPS, but oh, look at those Ignite stacks, chat. We're actually breaking 400. Well, almost. Ooh, what was I thinking? Not running. Oh my gosh. Like everything's just like things were melting before, they're like ultra melting now. I don't know about ultra melting, right? I think ultra melting would be like, okay. Man. I also need extra levels for symbols because this 4% healing effectiveness. But I also need the block. Oh man. I'm in a pickle. Bit of a pickle, chat. Cause I want that ignite chance. I mean, 30% per symbol, 30 times 4. This is a 120% chance to ignite. I can't ignore that, so. I cannot ignore that. The dude abides. Currently on a 30 stream streak. Holy frick, Deej. Welcome back. Welcome back. Has the lag issues been resolved? So it wasn't my internet in the corner of OBS, and sometimes my mic stand blocks. I got this arm for a mic stand, right? I got this arm. Sometimes it, like, because it's right here in the corner, it'll block my performance monitor. And so I took a look at it yesterday because I'm like, it's not my internet. I'm all but certain. And then it showed I was dropping a massive amount of frames. Like 70% frames were being dropped, which is really bad. And so what I did is I ended the stream. I reinstalled OBS. And I switched from the NVIDIA codec, where I use my NVIDIA GPU to stream, which is what I've been using ever since I built the new computer. And I switched to streaming with my CPU, which is what I used to do before building the new computer. I also saw that there was that OBS, or more specifically Streamlabs OBS, had enrolled me in a beta to where I can seamlessly transfer my streaming from a phone to streaming with my computer seamlessly, of course beta, and that was auto enabled. So I disabled that, and between all of those options, it resolved the issue. I don't know which one of those options it was because I made 3 changes at once. Reinstalled OBS, switched the codec, disabled that beta. A win's a win. Right. Here's the thing though, Deej. I didn't put together this computer to stream with my CPU. I mean, I could have purchased a lesser GPU. Could have purchased a lesser GPU, so to speak, if I was going to be streaming my CPU. I got myself, at the time, one of the best GPUs you can use for streaming. So, I would like to be streaming my GPU. Have you tried to go back to NVENC? No, I have not tried NVENC. I was going to try it today, but I was worried that NVENC was the issue. And that I would go live, I would have these problems again, and that people would just start, like, adios, bro. I'll give it another try. I'm waiting for NVIDIA drivers to come out. I recorded, like, here's the thing, though. I recorded with NVENC, right? I recorded off stream some video with NVENC. It was fine. Now, I know recording and streaming are, different packets, so to speak, but that was fine. So I suspect NVENC is fine. Also, I think NVIDIA, it would be really bad for NVIDIA if NVENC all of a sudden was not doing that well. You know what I'm saying? So NVENC's probably fine, but I didn't want to start experimenting. Not yet. I'll experiment on Saturday. I'd be willing to do that. Yeah, exactly, Deej. It gets kiboshed due to something out of your control. Exactly. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're having a good one. Right. And it could be that. It could be the clean install fixed everything. It could just be, it could be that. It could be the simplest answer. But since I made all 3 of those changes at once, I don't know which one it is. And at the moment, I'm not willing to try and figure out which one it was. Because of reasons, yeah. Let me see. It's been a little over a year since I put this PC together. So that was a year of Streamlabs OBS installed. I mean, I guess that's fine. Come on, get torched, pal. Needs to be purged from time to time. Melted. Say goodbye. Oh, please, no. No. Hold. 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 Okay. What have you been up to today, Deej? Come on, no, no, yeah. Apathies. Come on. Huh. Yo, sit down, little bro. Sit down. Come on. Put this build back together last night. I think I'm allergic to finding health and survivability in builds. All the damage in the world, but I get trounced like flash paper. That was the Deech right there. The Deech 667. Might have missed him. That was the Deech. I'm an ashtray. Presto. Be right back, guys. No! Oh, did you guys see the CT program is back for last Epoch? Like, I didn't even read the Atera monthly post that they put out. I saw that Aaron covered it, so I just watched his video. And it sounds like he's like, wait, the program's back? Sign me up. How do I get in? And it doesn't seem like they're accepting applications at this time. I'm like, who's in it? Who's in the CT program? And I saw that they covered somebody who put out a build and he called it the Holy Lawnmower. And I was like, I take offense to that. All right, man. I feel like I coined the term the Holy Lawnmower. Or Space Trucker did. I don't remember. I'm like, hey, the Holy Lawnmower, why? Having streamers was the big thing. I think that's fair. But I mean, the optics look bad, all right? It's like, oh, the CT program never went away. Okay, how do you explain all the bugs we had at the start of Season 3 as opposed to Season 2? I can understand not wanting streamers, having people who get access to make builds. But, like, why did they make it sound like it was gone? Okay, like temporary? Like, I can understand, like, if you're going to be in the CT program, you have to sign an NDA and you cannot release last Epoch content. That might be a little too harsh, actually. Because they already had to sign an NDA. EHG be bad at messaging? I know, right? Yo, roadmap win. You even got Mike, co-founder of EHG, going, I thought it would have been out by now. Like, that's... You got the face of your organization, essentially, live on stream going, I thought it was going to be out by now. So, yeah, bad at messaging. You don't say. This is my shocked face. Look at my face, guys. I'm shocked. Get out of here. I don't want you. Instead of a need to know basis, it's a need to consider it basis. Seriously. We'll need to consider your application. No! Yeah, I think we could push this over 1,000. Homie got torched. Let's go. You using a sword other than transcribers? Yeah, I'm using Eye of Reen. Now it's gonna really depend on your build, Deej, because if you want to go a pure Judgment build, then you're probably gonna want to use transcribers. Since we're using Wildfire Embers, right? Since we're using Wildfire, when you directly use a non-channeled fire skill, each Wildfire Wisp within 12 meters has a 10% chance to repeat the skill. And essentially, every second while in combat, your ignites spread among nearby enemies, and you have a 34% chance to create a Wildfire Wisp, right? So we have a 34% chance to create a Wildfire Wisp every second we're in combat. And when we directly use a non-channeled skill, those Wildfire Wisps have a 10% chance to repeat the skill with an additional 289% ignite chance. Skills cast from Wildfire Wisps, I got a low roll here, have a 62% chance, a 62% fire pin with ignite. On top of that, I believe this is the global bonus. We get 6% chance to ignite on hit per 10% uncapped fire resistance. And then it also gives us a nice healthy amount of fire resistance. And then we also got 24% increased health. So since we're using Wildfire Embers, I'm trying to focus more on ignite. So I picked up extra damage, extra fire damage here. We're boosting Consecrated Ground a little bit. We're taking the 200% ignite chance with Judgment. I think this is the main more damage multiplier. There's this here, but Consecrate, you want this. Healing effectiveness, yeah, you want that. Healing per melee hit, 10. Oh, that's cool. Consecrated ground damage against ignited enemies. This deals more damage. This is the consecrated ground damage. This is cool. If you're focusing on purely damage from Judgment, you're going to want to not take these 2 points and put them here. So one other toy we get to use, Deej, if we come over here, if you put points into Sword of Raye, if you put at least 5 points, you can get, you get this thing. When you activate Holy Aura, it causes all of your ignite stacks on enemies in the aura's area to deal more damage. In this case, 50% more damage. I slammed 4 2LP transcribers, could not get melee attack speed and spell damage. Crafting has not been my friend. Right, I got you. Yeah, just ask me about belts. I know all about that. It's unfortunate. Forgot about the primes. Well, I mean, you got other options. You could do Orions right here in that slot. You could do oh, it's not too bad. Ooh. I'm not saying I like these. I like double tier 6 and a tier 7 though. That's hot. Ooh, that is hot. I'm sorry. Using the Blossom net. Yeah, Blossom is good. Well, I've never used Blossoms. I'm assuming it's good. I mean, just by the fact that you can turn that you essentially don't have to have any. You don't have to have any affixes for fire. No, it's not fire. It's any affixes for poison, void, or necrotic. That's it. You don't have to put any of that on your gear. It's all taken as physical. So, I mean, that kind of frees up a few things. But you're more focused on just stacking as much. Sorta. I mean, I still want to do damage. Judgment is still doing damage. Like, we got a pretty good sheet damage here of 215,000. But I'm using Judgment and Vengeance and Healing Hands to all proc Ignite. So, in a sense, yes. Right? We've converted this to a fire ability. I don't think I like this here. I would probably rather take this. Because we're not getting any value out of hit. Might as well put it here. Homie's dead. I dropped a 2 LP. Like, this wasn't turtle magic. I dropped a 2 LP. This is dope. Thank you. What I really need is I really need that T7 mana gain when you use Vengeance and hit at least one enemy. I need that affix. Because I'm looking at the amount of judgments I'm spawning. It's not much. Okay, I see. I can see that, Deej. I'm not hitting with that many judgments. Okay, that was a wildfire wisp that spawned that judgment. Yeah, it's like boom, boom, boom. We're only getting that many, so I mean, this is a good piece, though. Do I have anything? Anything? Yeah, I have it already set up, unfortunately. Okay. It's a dumb question. Yeah, I already have that. Okay. Trying to think. If I can get, yeah, it would have to be that affix on the helmet. Like here, right? I got a T4 right here. This could be serviceable, right? I mean, this is cool. This is dope. Oh, this is nice. Yeah. Yo, let's throw something like that into the tree. Was this 39? Let me check my super insane imprints. I mean, I had double T7 right here. Oh, this might be nice. Double T7, so double T6 and a T7. I might like. What do I got on the Weaver tree here? Oh, this is hot garbage. What am I doing? I feel like when it comes to something like this, I get better drops if it's just a simple double T7. But I'll try running that. I say simple, it's actually still very nice. I'm still super curious. Oh yeah, T4 might be good for sealing, and then you can roll more useful stuff on the. This is true. Yeah, like we got a double T7 here. Double T7 here. I have a lot of double T7s because I imprinted that double T7. This one's alright. Okay, so what we could do is hope to get mana gain with Vengeance, right? Hope to get one of those. Guys, I don't have a streamer client. Yeah, I mean, frick. I know we're not using Abyssal Echoes at all. And it's going to suck to lose all that strength. It's going to really, holy. Wait, what? How did I had like 61 strength earlier. Okay, let's try this. Can I tank this? I can. It's already got block effect in this one. Cool. Become reduced damage taken on block. Reduced damage taken on block. Health. Health's not bad. Okay. We need this to become 26% chance to block. No. I refuse to use it. No. I refuse to use any shield that's not a max 26%. It's deal breaker. Apparently the big guy doesn't have a health bar, though. I only have 52% endurance. That is concerning. Okay. Okay, so we're getting an extra 4 mana per attack. That is nice. I am missing all that strength, though. Like, this is cool. Like, that is cool. Like, don't get me wrong. What's my health at right now? Wait. Exactly the same? 35-15? $35.15. Holy frick. I mean, I like the strength. I think for what I would need to do, with this, yeah, like if we can maintain the strength, but we can't. For whatever reason, I'm not getting rid of that. Okay, cool. Now, what I could do is the old Seal of Rooney here. And swap some stuff over. Well. Oh, right. I can't do that because I'm a moron. So basically, you just press this button a couple times and hope you get lucky. It's not going to happen, chat. I mean, this is very nice for some builds out there. Honestly, I'll just take it. Become health. No. Okay, well, we were better off of armor. But hey, this is still a nice... like, there's certain builds out there that's very nice, so I'll have to keep that. But I swear, I feel like... Here, let me try just running through a few of these real quick to see if we can get any of those, you know, triple exalted. Pieces of armor to drop. we go, guys. This is for 1,000 plus. Woo! Gonna mess them up, guys. Mess them up, my little wisps. Woo! Homie got melted. Actually, not too bad of an Omnis. Not a single like teen roll. Probably one of the best Omnis I've ever found, actually. Got a lot of 30s, a couple 20s, but no like 10 to 19. That was pretty nice. I just feel like Omnis has been kind of power crept, you know? It's just not as good. It literally used to be, chat, every single Void Knight build I would ever run Omnis. It was Nihilus. It was Nihilus that completely just was like, nope, sorry, you don't exist anymore, pal. Oh yeah, how can I give up double T7 Scepter? Just dropping it on the ground like it's yesterday's garbage. All right, we're now at 1029 Corruption. Chat. I thought it said a mysterious gift is nearby. I'm like, where? I want a mysterious gift. It's the unknown. Ooh. right. You know, I have never equipped a cuckoo in my life. Chat, we're about to experience something together, and then on top of it, oh. Yes. Now forget that. Garbage. Yeah, it seems that we're doing 1029 corruption just fine, so I like that. I don't think cast speed would be very good for a Judgment build because Judgment is melee. So YOLO. YOLO. Endurance. I mean, okay, not bad. We can get anywhere from 60 to 70% increased healing effectiveness. I say we just do this. That way. Yeah, okay. So now this is an upgrade for us, chat, and I'm going to tell you why. The reason why this is an upgrade is Judgment still considered a spell? It is. It's an elemental spell. Okay, cool. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna lose 40% elemental res. We'll still be fine, but yeah, we're gonna be losing a lot of positives from this. All right, let's go slam it, and then we'll see. Like, is it worth the trade-off to use Twisted Heart over Code of Erase? Because we're also gonna be losing a lot of +1s, right? Could be cool. Okay, let's see what benefits we get. Yeah, I know. This sucks. Not being able to take anything into Prayer of the Fallen, but we do so much better with Seraph Blade because, you know, being a melee. Vengeance. So essentially it's 4% global more damage. Yeah, we want global more. Okay, so we got more health. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay, so this is a spell, but we don't get the benefit of health converted to ward. Interesting. Okay, so let's weigh the pros and cons here. Dot mitigation armor, minus melee attack mana cost, mana, +1 to all skills. We lose that 20% health. This just felt smoother, chat. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I suppose I should be a good streamer, content creator, you know, the like, and go actually test the... Yeah, I should go actually test Twisted Heart in a live environment. But it just based off of what I was seeing right there, that felt kind of flat tire. Oh, frick. Oops. Okay, well, this is gonna feel a little bit better. Dude, quit running, you little hamster! Get back here, you rat! You're gonna accept it. You're gonna like it. Okay. Without context, that was a pretty disturbing statement. You're gonna like it. Okay, guys. I like the more health. I like the armor. Honestly, this is more armor. Hold up. No, it's less armor, but it's actually more damage mitigation. And it's also the health. I think I'm leaning Code of the Erased. But let's continue to use... Let's continue to use Twisted Heart for right now, but I think I'm leading Code of the Erased. Like that's just been feeling really good. That's just been feeling like that's the secret sauce, you know? Yeah, dots hurt more. I'm going back. I'm going back. It was just a lot more comfortable with Code of the Erase. I think it's the fact that we're not getting the benefit of what makes Twisted Heart, right? The only thing we're really getting is the health and the strength. Well, and then the +1 to elemental spells, but Code of the Erased is plus to all. Like, we were consistently generating more ward, and that armor mitigation also applying to dots is very nice. Yeah, like, I don't know. I might have died with the other one, but the thing is, I've been so much more tanky with Code of the Erase, even though it's less health. I'll openly admit that. And then we'll get 50% healing effects in this. Yeah, it's so yeah, that was a good experiment. Okay, so our next, we've figured out relic. What we got to do now is figure out the chest plate. Probably a better helmet. 24% increased life is nothing to sneeze at, but okay, hold up. Hold up. Can we seal this? Can you become health? Armor. Not too bad, but it's essentially bricked. Fingers crossed that it becomes a Leonines. Get out of my inventory. Get out. Get out. Thank you for the likes over on YouTube, guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're all having a good one, and welcome on in. All right. Well, I need to be responsible for tomorrow. Catch you later, Air Dragon. That's what sucks. Get out of my inventory. I need to look at something real quick, chat. Need to look at something real quick. What? Fire damage over time. Mana gained. Anomaly Warpath Rive. You gotta be kidding me. I did not have levels of Judgement selected. I'm a real genius here, guys. Yeah, I'd say levels of Healing Hand would be most important. Can we seal this? Come Leonites. Okay. Primal. Not happening. All right. Let's carry on. Critical strike avoidance. Oh no. What's up? Whoa, hello there. Okay. So we're sticking with this. Let's look at my current shield offering. Shield! Alright. Certainly a good amount of shields. I got a lot of reduced damage taken on block. I am going to need that block chance. Don't kill my fortune potential. Thank you. I must get that 26% block chance, please. Please. I need 26. Please. Please. Please seal. Oh, great. Yeah, I can't do anything with it. I cannot do anything with it. Get out of here. Not good enough. Okay, 26%. Get out of my inventory. Get out of my inventory. This has a... Oh, you know what? Now, I know this is not super insane, but it's nice. Now, the fact that this one already has T7 block chance on there. Now, here's the rub, all right? Healing effectiveness is not terrible for our build, and we already do get a good amount of block effectiveness from Raye's Light. We could just opt for the healing effectiveness. Let's see. Can we get a seal? Probably not. Can we get a seal? No. Alright, poison resistance is unfortunate. Health's not bad. Okay, so we got 3 decent affixes on here. I'm not willing to re-roll it because it's got 26% block chance. We got health. All right, this is a decent shield for our build specifically. Let's look up... Raye's Light. 1 LP, 1 LP. No, let's just get rid of you. Now, this is nice. Okay. The real question here is, are we fine with block chance and potentially healing effectiveness? Well, obviously we're fine with block chance. Because right now I don't have any of that. Personally, I mean, I guess the real question is, do we want defensive? Because this is a nice shield. And like I said, for our build, healing effectiveness is very nice. Oh, this is good. Okay, so reduced. Okay, do we take reduced damage taken on block, or do we take all res? What? Damage taken on block. Okay, so damage taken on block, or do we take all res? All res is nice. We don't actually need it. Reduced damage taken on block is, I mean, it's straight up a damage reduction affix. Please be nice. Become all res? No. And we lost all our forging potential. It's a nice shield, but for the most part, I prefer block effectiveness. Or block chance. Like max out block chance. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, so if I want to, I kind of just don't want to go rushing in there with this. Okay, so let's put that back in there. Let's put that right there. Let's put a pin in it. Wish I had a double T7. Actually, I got an idea. Let's imprint this one. Wait, what do you mean I didn't have... Oh, okay, yeah. Let's try running this. Oh wait, no. I don't want to do that. I guess the real question is, do I want... I can't replace that one anyway. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Make sure I got block. Make sure I got all the blocks. We got health gain on block now. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we don't need block chance and block effectiveness. Yeah, those are nice reins, but I think we would prefer something else. Okay. Bam! 50% increased healing effectiveness. I like that. How's the game going? Who won? Talk about a freaking snoozer, man. $7 to $10. Raiders get a like I was watching the game at the beginning of the stream. Raiders got a touchdown in the first quarter, and you're telling me they got zip after that? Good night. Good night, bro. Like, let's go to the Mushroom Caves. Knew it. I knew it. Okay. Shouldn't just waste my stuff like that. This is nice. This is very nice. Oh. A very good, just generic, all around good play. Nothing. Nothing. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. I will not be here tomorrow because I got to work late. I know. I've had all these life things getting in the way of streaming, and I do apologize. I'll be back again on Saturday, and hopefully I'll see you guys here. We'll finish out this Judgment build. I feel like this thing's almost done. I'll put together a planner of like, yeah, these are nice to haves, right? But I think this build's near done. Thank you so much for being here, and you guys take care. Peace out. YouTube, thank you so much for being here, guys. Hopefully you guys had a good one, and hopefully you guys take care. Peace out.